Hey everyone, so I have some amazing news. I got it a couple of days ago. I was going to post a video straight away, but to be honest, I was just sort of like a wee bit like shell shocked, and also Lucy came up the night that I found out about the news as well. Um, and after that, I've had work and stuff, and I've had to think about planning and stuff like that. So this is me just getting around to doing this video. For any of you who have me on Facebook or anything like that, you already know the news, and you got to see my first reaction of getting the letter, which is basically just me crying a lot because I was very happy. Um, as I said before, in one of my other videos, I went down to Nottingham not that long ago. Nottingham? I went down to Newcastle not that long ago, and I met Dr. Hella Greener for the first time, who was absolutely lovely, and was talking about getting me referred for lower surgery as quick as possible and stuff like that. But she needed to have a second opinion and was trying to get a second opinion from Dr. Gubbard at the Sanderford Gender Clinic. So yeah, so I got a letter. I got a letter from her. Here, basically she's instead of me going up on the 13th of September for an appointment with her, she's going to give me a phone call appointment. But I'm still going to a lower surgery lecture on the 13th of September. So, yeah. Basically, she sent this letter to my doctor, saying, and at the back of it gave an action plan of what they were planning to do at the time. And basically it just says, I've contacted Dr. Gerber at the Sanderford Centre and he is happy to provide a positive opinion for a referral for surgery. NHS England commissioners are happy with this arrangement. Basically, NHS England and NHS Scotland are two different places. So if you live in Scotland, you can't be funded from NHS England, and if you live in England, you can't be funded by NHS Scotland. So the only reason I got my chest surgery that was funded by NHS Scotland is because my referral was put through and accepted whilst I was still living in Scotland. So while I was still living in Scotland, the referral and the NHS had already put it through as yes, that's absolutely fine, and then I moved down to Carlisle to start uni, so that's why that was okay, whereas when it came to referring me for lower surgery in Scotland, they said, look, we can't do it, we're going to have to put you to another GIC to do the referral for you. So basically that's that, but they're allowing Dr. Gibber to be my second opinion, because obviously him knowing me as well as what he does, and from the fact that he's got a positive referral and he's still a doctor in this speciality, so his opinion still counts. Says, in the meantime, I'll refer Ethan to the St. Peter's Andrology team. Sorry, I have a lot of problems saying that word, andrology team, for a consultation regarding phalloplasty. They are based in London but offer a outreach service in Newcastle 4 times a year. The next visit is on the 13th of September 2016. On this occasion, there will also be an information lecture for service users in the afternoon, and I will ask that Ethan's name be put down for this. Although I can refer for a consultation at this point, I am not able to make a full referral for surgery until the second opinion is placed. So basically that means Dr. Gibber has said, yes, I'll give a positive opinion for his surgery, he just hasn't got around to doing the paperwork at the time that this was sent. So once the paperwork's all through, they can then file for me to get referred for the surgery properly, whereas in the meantime she's going to send me a consultation appointment. With any surgery, you have your consultation and you have your pre-op, and then you have your surgery, really. So with the so if I get the consultation done now before I get referred for surgery, that means that's done and by with, which means when I do get referred for surgery, it will go straight to the pre-op appointment. Fingers crossed. So that was really good news. And then after that, it just talks about my testosterone. So yeah, which I've already told you about in my last video, I think. But yeah, so that was amazing news, and that got me thinking, right, okay, so I'm going to get referred for a consultation. Geez, that's going to take a good few months. I mean, the London, I'm sure the London team's very busy, and with them being the only people in the UK who do phalloplasty surgery, it's going to take a while. but at least I'm being referred for it. So that means that time will be shortened down. So hopefully by the time I get to see them, I'll also have had my surgery referral put through. So that I was really happy with that news. Then a couple of days ago, I get a letter through from the London team. Right, let's see if I can show you this without. So yeah, I got that, and that was the first thing I saw when I opened the letter, and I was like, at this point, like the heavy breathing started, my heart started thumping. I had no idea what's going to be said. The actual first line of this letter goes, "Dear Mr. Briscoe, outpatient appointment on Wednesday, the 5th of October 2016. And I was absolutely over the moon. Like, if you'd watched my my Facebook video, I burst out crying and everything. I'm tearing up a little bit now, probably because I'm need to learn to control my life. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing to get. So that means that I'm getting my consultation in literally under a month. Like, I get to meet the London team properly, one-to-one meet the London team in just under a month. And I get to ask them all the questions that I want to know in a letter that Helen Greener sent to the London team, which I'm pretty sure is here somewhere. Yep, this is a letter that Dr. Helen Greener sent to the London team asking if I could be referred for a consultation. And on the back of it, asks if they can consider to do thigh phalloplasty because of obviously not wanting to have scars on the top of my body, not only because of my tattoos but also because of wanting to go into dance professionally. It's not really good to have scars. Like, a lot of dance places now are quite accepting of tattoos and stuff, especially like the commercial side or the physical theatre side, even the contemporary side. The only place where you're not really allowed to have tattoos is if you're going to go into something like the Royal Ballet. So yeah, they don't really mind about tattoos, whereas big graph scars can affect it. And to be honest, when it comes to being in dance or any sort of any sort of a theatre performance areas, you should know that like, you basically have a lifespan, really. I mean, unless you're going to go into musicals and stuff, which I'm not interested in because I cannot sing. When it comes to dancers, you have an age gap, really. Like, you can be as young as you want to start, but then once you get past a certain age, it's a lot harder to get a job. And I obviously don't want to spend years trying to get rid of a big scar on my arm, which is stopping me from having a job, to then have to, like, try even harder to get a job because I've spent years trying to get rid of scars. Whereas if I have the scars on my thighs, they're so easily covered up. There's not going to be a time that I'll be running about on stage in my boxers, and if there is, the scars on my thigh will be a lot easier to cover up than on my arm, and I won't have to cover them up all the time. So fingers crossed it is possible for me to get thigh phalloplasty, and I get to find that out in under a month, if that's possible, which is absolutely amazing. And then hopefully by that time they would have heard back from Dr. Gibber, which means I'll then get referred for my surgery. So then I get properly referred for my surgery. So then all I have to do is do the pre-op, hopefully, and then go on to the surgery. So my surgery could be closer than what I thought it would, which is absolutely amazing and mind-blowing. And like I said earlier on, when I got this news, I phoned Lucy. Well, Lucy phoned me straight after work, and I told her the news, and we were all very happy, and she came down for the night to see me, which I was so grateful for. Like, like, words don't describe how grateful I am that she did that, because, like, obviously it's a big time in my life, and it affects Lucy, of course, with her being my partner, but at the same time she didn't have to come all the way up here to see me, but she wanted to, and we got to celebrate together, which is amazing, instead of having to wait 2 weeks to celebrate with each other. So it was great just to see her and share, like, this really happy night with her. So yeah, And that's more or less all the news that I've got so far. And I cannot wait to see what it's like meeting the London team. Also, well, I am going to kind of get to meet them on the 13th of September for this lecture that they're doing, information lecture about lower surgery. But obviously, it's not the same as sitting down one-to-one and getting to actually talk about your surgery. So it's a really exciting time, and honestly cannot wait. And I'm also going to get a phone call appointment with Dr. Helen Greener to find out what's going on at some point this month as well, because she can't do a proper appointment with me, like a physical appointment with me, because she's on annual leave. And she says that it's not really fair for you to come up on the 13th of September to then have to come up maybe a couple of days later or a day later or something like that. So she's just going to do a phone call appointment, because it's really just an update on what's happening with referrals and stuff. So yeah, and so I am very happy. Oh, sorry. I am very happy, and I cannot wait to find out what's happening. I just got a text from Free. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what's happening with that. It's a very important time in my life, and it's going to be awesome to get all my questions asked and answered, because I have asked questions with both Sanderford and with both the Newcastle team, and they kind of know. They know more than what I do, obviously, but they also don't know as much as what the London team knows. Like, they told me all the different types of surgery, but they couldn't tell me whether I could definitely get 5 alloplasty, whereas the London team can do that. Apologies. And the London team can maybe show me like pictures of their results and stuff like that, because it's really hard to find 5 phalloplasty result pictures. When you do find them, you have no idea whether it's been done here or whether it's been done in a different country or what. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, it's just going to be an exciting time. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm now self-injecting testosterone. I've worked out my next injection is going to be the 25th of November. So that means that, sorry, it's going to be the 25th of November, so that means that I get to, for the first time ever, self-inject and also get to show you guys what it's like to have a testosterone shot, and should hopefully be able to walk it through step by step. I kind of explained it a little bit in my last video, but it's obviously not the same as having the actual stuff in your hands and showing how it goes. And for people who don't like take testosterone and stuff like that, you just get to see how much of a literal pain in the backside it is. So yeah, that'll be exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, and I shall see you all later. Bye.